Hello, my genius educators and homeschoolers and teachers out there. It is Jackie Lynn, your friendly learning genie, and today we're going to talk about testing and how to get this CAASPP test done with a little bit of ease and not too much frustration. So what a lot of people don't know is that we have to do a lot in order to do these tests digitally, which is one reason that, in my opinion, they're trying to get us back into the classroom early. It's because of this situation right here. One, this is supposed to be a secure test, yes? So this is how we have to secure it. Let's watch. All right, my geniuses. As you can hear the Zoom bell going off, students are getting ready to come back in, and so they're going to get ready to test. This particular slide is letting them know that the IAB assessment information is on Schoology with their email, and to look for that message, CAASPP login, this is the information you will need to log into the CAS testing site. This is the link to the site. Do not put your information in until instructed. So on this slide, they know that their information is in their email, which teachers have to individually copy and paste from an Excel document their SSID number, date of birth, and all of the other information so that they can have it to use for different types of assessments. You never know which information you'll need. For this particular assessment, they only need the SSID number, but it takes about an hour to individually email at least 25 students numbers and passwords and 4 different sets of pieces of information. So please be careful when you do so that you don't make the mistake of sending someone else's password information, because remember, this is a legal testing environment according to the affidavits that's been signed, and we're supposed to make it as legal as possible. But since teachers are not handing out the ID cards to the students individually like they would be in the classroom, since they're not there to monitor the students, you have to be very careful in how you give this secure information. So be very vigilant, double check, triple check before you press send. That's why it takes so long, because you want to be sure that you're sending out the right information. So thank you, Frida, for giving me the strength to do that. Check to make sure that you do it right, because things happen and we're human. So you get tired sending an email with numbers and looking on a small PDF document with small Excel numbers and having to highlight that and then copy and paste and put that over there. So it's a lot of work. And you need to be energetic and you need to be focused. So that's the first tip regarding that part, so that you don't have that mistake. And so this slide let them know that they are to open their Schoology email and look for the message CAASPP login. This is the information they'll need to log into the CAS testing site. And this is the information that they'll put on the screen, but don't do anything else until they've been instructed. So having this slide showing, giving them information, and then going to the other side so that they can link to. They have all of this, so I don't even have to share this, but I'm doing it so that I can review it with them. But they already have access to this in their slide for their asynchronous task slide. And that is your tech tip. The key to getting them logged on with ease is getting them all approved at one time. And then if someone gets kicked out, then you can let them in. But don't approve anyone until they're all approved. Then hit it once and let them go. So now I can see that the majority of them are pretty much done. I have a few more, and that sound you hear is someone getting kicked out. I have a few more that are still taking the assessment at their own paces, right? So if we were in the classroom, you would have to have an activity ready for them to do once the testing is over, but you can't bring anything in the testing room, right? Because it's secure. But when they're at home, we don't know what they're doing. We don't have a clue. So are they distracted? Are they focused when they're taking the test? Who's to say? So there's no real monitoring of it, is it? There's no real security involved, is it? There's just a trust. But we're signing affidavits saying that we're having so much security. Well, we're signing these affidavits for April. Right now, we're just playing around with it, right? But that's the goal. So do you think that they want us back into the schools, into the classroom so fast because they don't want lawsuits as a result of testing? Will these be authentic and valid test results based upon what we're signing on affidavits and what teachers are signing on affidavits? I don't know. So is that the push? Because the schools are not ready. We're still not under the purple tier. So we need to fight. Teachers, administrators, parents. Nobody needs to do this test. Nobody needs to do this test right now. Why are they doing this? Ask the question. So, guess what? You can opt out. Check me out, The Learning Genie at work.wordpress. Get links to the opt-out forms. Email me, try to find out how to do so. Now, unless the state and the governor takes it away, as of right now, you can opt out with a letter. And if you want to know how, and you don't want your child to have to take this test at all, because they don't have to, the schools are incentivized to have 95% or more, and then some funding situations happen. But legally, it wasn't, you could opt out, and we'll talk more about that. So I am pushing that opt-out. Pandemic, standardized testing during a pandemic, really? That's why they want us back into these schools, and that's why they're pushing so hard right now for March and April. Are they concerned about the kids, or do they really have everything in preparation? Shouldn't that be the priority? Don't they know that kids walk to school together? Don't they know they're going to touch each other on the way to school and hug each other before they even come onto the campus? Did they ever think about that? You're not going to stop these kids from communicating and interacting socially. It's not going to happen. Are teachers supposed to spend their whole day disinfecting? The schools were a hot mess before. What do you think they're going to be like now? Did they double up their staff to make sure that they're cleaning on a consistent basis and disinfecting on a consistent basis all day? And keeping the bathrooms and everything clean all day? Because it wasn't being done before. Not like it should have been, especially with the budget cuts. So, it's Women's History Month. And I'm feeling very powerful right now because I'm very upset about this right here. We're practicing right now for the SBAC. And this is showing to me the unjustness of it all.